Hello, and welcome to this next episode of Trails of Cold Steel 2 playthrough. And oh yeah, we just went through a hell of a boss battle and then a soldat battle. Very unexpected, but very fun. Now we're dealing with the aftermath after Olaf Craig, dear Elliot's father, saved us. Let's see what everyone has to say, or what's in here. Oh, well, there he is, the man himself. As part of the Imperial Armada, oh my god, sorry, I just played Skies of Arcadia, so yeah. As part of the Imperial Army, we have our own role to play in this war. We may not be able to fight alongside one another, but we're not on opposing sides either. I wish you all the best. I never thought the day would come when Elliot would demonstrate such an iron will, though. My boy, you've done your father proud. This isn't that big a deal, Dad. Regardless, whatever path you choose to walk, I'm confident that you have the strength to see it through. I wish you all the best. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's talk to everybody. You all fought valiantly, and for that you should be commended. But if you challenge the Alliance again, be on guard. They're getting desperate, and that makes them more dangerous. At this rate, I fear there's nothing they wouldn't do to win. You're right. They did seem that way. Valimar saved our asses this time, but he won't always be there to swoop in. True enough. I was impressed by how well you managed to fend off those soldat units with just tanks, though. That's all thanks to the anti-soldats tactics we've developed. They look tough and they're quick, but they're inferior to our tanks, both in offensive and defensive capabilities. They do have their strengths, namely their mobility and the flexibility they have due to their humanoid figure. But if you can't deny them the chance to make use of those, they're just walking hunks of metal waiting to be blown up. This guy's kind of intense. He's a nice guy when he's not talking about military business, really. The provincial army soldiers are clearly well trained, but we have the edge on the front as well. We have everything under control here, so feel free to set out wherever you're headed without worrying about us. Use your talents to fight for what you believe in. I'm sure Major Nightheart is out there fighting somewhere too. I'm sorry we can't sit down and catch up, Elliot. I wish I had the time, but you know how it is. Work is work. Don't worry about it. I know how busy you must be. You're not hurt or anything from the battle earlier, are you? You and your men were out there fighting, right? A battle, huh? You're not talking about those losers' pathetic excuse for an offensive, are you? Ha! As if any of my men would even suffer a bruise from a battle like that. Our blood is so hot it could melt clean through iron. It'll take more than the Alliance's fancy toys to thrash us. Just smile and nod. It's all you can do when he gets like this. He does seem like the kind of guy who'd make you feel awkward. So, did you see anything interesting in that assault? I assume you're referring to Zephyr's involvement? I'm curious about that as well. I also noticed that the Alliance soldiers showed more skill than usual handling their soldats. Indeed, it's possible the two are related. I plan to inform the Lieutenant General of my observations, so what about you? I'll go with you. Someone needs to give an account of which of us delivered the best results this time. And you assume it's going to be you? Very well then, straight to the Lieutenant General we go. The truth will come out one way or another. Ha! Nothing like a little friendly competition, right? And I'm over here clicking away at everything like if I was still playing Skies. Nope. I'm Loke, and I'm in charge of security here. Just to be clear, we're at war here. Assume nothing, know your place, and above all, listen to our instructions. That goes triple for you, Bracer. I know your type, always thinking you can poke around in our business with some loophole or excuse you rummage up. Well, not on my watch. No siree. You'd best keep your nose out of trouble or you're going to lose it. Do I make myself clear? Man, was it something I did? Sorry, it's not you. He's just always been like this. It's not all that strange. The army and the Bracer Guild aren't exactly cut from the same cloth. Our tanks are out on the other side of the west entrance. That means you should steer well clear of that area lest you get in the way, which you probably would. You may not be ordinary civilians, but you're still civilians. While you're here, you'll do as I tell you. I really am glad you're alright, Elliot. That just leaves Fiona to fret over now. Yeah, I hope she's okay too, but I have to admit, I'm more than a little anxious. Thanks for keeping us in your thoughts, Emmons. Think nothing of it. Fiona has always been kind to us soldiers, so it really concerns me to not know how she's doing. Still, we'll do all we can to find her and make sure she's safe and sound, and I wish you well in whatever you decide to do. Thank you. Our division has no shortage of tanks. Normally they'd be an advantage, but it also means we need more supplies for them. The Alliance has caught on to that, and they're trying to use it against us, which is smart on their part, I'll admit. If we were sitting on a month's worth of supplies, we could sortie and take them out, but as things stand, we're stuck here. A little weird. Let's see. Ooh, rest area? Sure. Let's rest. Ooh, and the shop. Shoppy shop. Oh, I remember trying to find the owner, but with everything that's happened, I've forgotten all about it. I know, would you like to have it? Someone might as well get some use out of it. It just get disposed of if it's sat around here, so you really might as well. Oh, thank you. 3 magazines. Right. I'm in the middle of doing an inventory check here. Please don't disturb me. Sure. Oh, hello. You're the visiting students, aren't you? You aren't hurt, are you? This place serves as both a rest area and medical treatment center, so just let me know if I can help. I and a few of the others here are the remnants of the 5th Armored Division. We used to be stationed here at Guerrilla Fortress, but, well, you know the rest. All we can do now is help out the 4th Division with whatever they need. It's not like we have anywhere else to go. She still seems pretty traumatized by what happened here. When you think about what happened at Guerrilla Fortress, that's completely understandable. I think we're okay. Thank you, though. Thought it was a shop. It's just, I guess you could just buy rest for free. Who else do we need to talk to? These 3. You all fought admirably against Zephyr earlier. That said, I think you're all quite aware what the outcome would have been had the battle been allowed to play out. You should be much safer if the captain's with you, but be sure to stay alert. We'll back you up however we can, but we can't offer any guarantees of your safety. This is a war after all, so keep that in mind and act with discretion. The captain's departure actually comes at an opportune time, since we're ready to move into the next phase of our plans too. Accompanying you should allow her to sneak into a number of the Empire's regions, and that's to our benefit in the long run. We'll be praying for your success. I wish you all the best of luck. The Novo Alliance currently controls over 60% of the country. That means we need to quickly move forward with the next phase of our plan. We'll be wishing you success with yours too. I'll leave the RMP in your care then. First Lieutenant, continue with your present activities while gathering info, using this area as your base. Second Lieutenant, your objective should be to make contact with the other armored divisions elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. By the by, will you have any need of this equipment I've gathered? Yes, I think I will. I'm afraid it'll take a little longer to get everything sorted out here before I can depart. Can you wait by Valimar until I'm done? Sure thing, take all the time you need. Okay, I'm not done either yet, Missy. Oh my, if it isn't little Elliot. Have you finished talking with the Lieutenant General? Yeah, we just met up with him. Do you have to report to him? I do, though first I have a bit of maintenance work to do on my little darlings here. I wish I could trust the maintenance team to do their job, but their work's been so sloppy, I have to finish it myself. You'd think they could at least manage a proper cleaning. One of these days, I'm going to introduce their heads to my spanner. For someone so pretty, she's really rather scary. She works directly under Dad, actually. She's also the most skilled tank officer in the division. The thing is, she's really particular about tanks. They're almost like her children. I think there was some spare cleaning equipment in the storehouse. That ought to do the trick. Oh, come to think of it, I remember seeing your friends back when you all came for the military exercise earlier this year. This is a good chance to get an unvarnished look at another side of what we do here, so make the most of it. If you're planning to get involved in this war, you should know exactly where things stand. I'm in full agreement. Oh, there's someone over here. Oh, hey! Bah! It's no use. I just can't tune in. Is that you, Monk? Oh, hello. I heard you guys were here. Glad to see you're all safe, though. Same to you. Impressive work to make it all the way here from the academy. I suppose it is, but we first years had a lot of second years helping us escape when the academy was first attacked. After that, the 4th Armored Division took me in and gave me shelter, so here I am. It's not that interesting of a story, really. Worse yet, it's kinda cliched. Doubt it'd get read on the radio even if I sent it in. We're not really looking to be gripped here. You're alive. Why are you so down? Why do you think? It's practically impossible to tune into any radio stations here. Even if by some miracle you do manage, it's all war, war, war all the time. It's so incredibly tedious. To make matters worse, there hasn't been an Abed time broadcast since war broke out. I lived for that show, lived for it. Oh, that's not the one that Vita hosted, is it? Yes, it was. Rena and I used to listen all the time, but that was back before we knew its host's true colors. Hey, don't let it get you too down. You're still breathing. That's something. I guess. Even if it feels like my love has been stolen from me, I can't stay gloomy like this forever. Wow, that's a pretty deep depression. Then let's leave him to wallow in it. We've got better things to do. Normally I'd have been thrilled to have found you guys. But without Aben time, where am I supposed to send my embellished versions of your daily exploits? Oh, he's a little charmer, isn't he? He's a grateful lad. What's in here? Ooh, and then another shop. It's good to see you all again. I had a feeling you were the new arrivals I'd heard about. Monica! Oh, you're Laura's friend from the swimming club. Then the army took both you and Monk in? That's right, and I've been trying to help them out ever since. Sounds like you've had a pretty rough time. It beats the alternative. I'm just glad Klein helped us to get this far, even if we did end up getting separated. You guys haven't met up with Laura yet, have you? I was kinda hoping that you would've. Us too. We're just not exactly sure where she is right now. We do think we're getting closer though, so it should just be a matter of time. But really? Trust us, there's nothing to worry about. Yep, we'll find her. Promise. Thank you all. That's really reassuring. Be sure to say hi to her for me whenever you do find her. Of course. The army took a number of students into their care here, so I'm not really a special case. Believe it or not, they took in Rex too. Though he spends so much time outside the base, you wouldn't know it. He's not here right now then? Oh, were you looking for him? I'm afraid you're out of luck. From what I hear, he's practically living on the front lines lately, taking as many photos of battles as he can. That makes sense, but we don't really have time to wait around until he gets back here. All we can do is pray that he doesn't get himself killed. Let him know we were asking about him whenever he comes back though. Sure. I'm in charge of handling the day's meals. I've also been informed that you have permission to make use of the facilities here. If you need anything, let me know. That goes double for you, Elliot. The Lieutenant General has ordered me to recommend that you order meals high in protein. He was rather insistent, too. Why does he always have to be like this? Don't worry, he does it because he cares. The people here really care about you. We'll be sure to keep the student here safe, too. You needn't worry about that. Anyway, if you want to order anything, feel free. I'm not half bad as a cook, but I'll take any chance to practice. Let's see. What did I want to do? Exchange Sepith math, of course. That is always given. And customize weapons. Anything? Nope. What about shop? Shop, shop. Nope, apparently we're good. Even in clothing. Cheese omelet, yes, sure. Do we have to cook anything? Oh hey, master quartz. Anything? Nope. Do we have to cook anything? Yes we do. Okay, we need like 9 cheeses. Cheese, 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 cheese. Where are you? What can we make? Let's do Reed.
Okay, let's give this a try. Not what I had in mind.
Next, we'll do Elliot.
I hope this turns out okay. Oh, this looks pretty nice.
And now Fee.
It's Fee's cooking power hour. This one's my specialty.
Nice. Oh, we haven't done this one. Fresh herb and honey syrup. Fresh herb and honey syrup. Syrup. And come on, Machias.
Sure, I don't mind.
Fail, please.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Yes. Yay. We're all good. Okay. Now I think we can go to Valimar. I think we've talked to everybody. Yeah. Well, this is where we're supposed to wait for the captain to finish up her preparations. Is there anything else we need to do, or should we just wait here? Wait here. We're ready, let's go.
Sorry to keep you waiting for so long.
Oh.
You're not in uniform.
I'd be something of a walking target if we were to travel to any Alliance-ruled areas dressed like that, after all. This outfit doesn't look too strange on me, does it?
No, absolutely not. You just look so different in it that it took me a moment to recognize it was you.
Yeah, it really suits you.
Thank you very much.
Feel like I'm surrounded by horny teenagers all of a sudden.
Can't blame a guy for falling for a pretty girl, Fee. It's what we do.
I think this is one mystery about humans I'm content not trying to get my head around.
You're all ready to depart then?
Dad!
I've given my subordinates their orders. They will be backing you up as best they can in my absence. Should you need anything, let them know. They will be able to get in contact with me if need be.
Very well. Leave everything here to us. In return, I will be counting on you to support the young lions of the Academy.
I will, sir.
Elliot, I'm astounded by just how much stronger you've become in less than a year. You might not appreciate me saying this, but everything you've done has just confirmed in my mind that sending you to Thor's was the right choice after all.
Honestly, Dad, I feel the same way. It wasn't what I wanted to do originally, but if not for enrolling there, I never would have met all of my friends. So while I couldn't imagine I'd ever feel this way at the time, I'm really grateful to you now.
I'm glad to hear that. Looking at you now, it's clear that you're finally ready to forge your own path through life and make your own choices. As such, once this war is over, and this nation is back to the way it was, if you still wish to live your life as a musician, you will have my full support.
You'd actually allow that?
I'm true to my word. You needn't rush to decide what you want to do now, though. I imagine that if you keep fighting alongside your classmates, you will eventually realize what you want to do. And a choice reached after long, serious thought is not one you will regret.
Thanks, Dad. To tell you the truth, I'm really not sure what I want to do anymore. But by this war's end, I'm sure I'll know too.
That's my boy. Well, I wish all of you luck and good health. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Bye then.
The best to you too, sir.
Take care, Dad.
Huh? Why does this place look so familiar? Because it's the end of Ymir Valley. We came here during our trip. Looks like we managed to make it back safely. Wow, we seriously traveled all that distance just like that? My legs feel kinda like jelly. It's astounding what your Divine Knight is capable of. And in the same vein, it's disturbing to think the Azure Knight might be capable of this as well. You got that right. The last thing we need is that thing showing up in front of us out of nowhere. Keep in mind, using the spirit path consumes plenty of mana, and the places where you can use it are limited. It has its uses, yes, but personally, I think there are too many negatives to design a full-scale operation around it. Mana decreasing. Entering inactive state. Valimar? Is he alright? Between the battle earlier and using the spirit path to get here, he must have used up all the mana he had. Just let him rest for a day and he should be able to recover enough to travel again. I guess it's good night for you, huh? Thanks, Valimar. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to reunite if not for your help, so thanks. You need not thank me. Do not hesitate to call me again should the need arise. Alright, we need to get back to Ymir before the sun sets. Watch your step, okay? Will do. He looks like he's sleeping a lot more peacefully now. Father Bernard said his condition has been gradually improving. He also said it will likely be some time before he regains consciousness. I see. If there's anything that we can do to help, please don't hesitate to tell us. We're guests, so we need to chip in and do our part. Hey, Reen, your friends are always so sweet. I appreciate the offer, but I know how tired all of you must be. I think it would be best if you spent the day relaxing. Perhaps you could even set tomorrow aside as a day off. But why not? Valimar's out of commission anyway, so we're going to be here whether we like it or not. Plus, you've got to get in some R&R while you still can. It's hard to take it easy when we're still not sure if the rest of us are even safe. As much as I agree with you, Elliot, I think they're probably right. We need to be at our peak when we're out looking for them. Can't argue with that logic. Like Celine said, we're stuck here anyway. So let's make the most of this well-deserved break. Roger. I think I'll start tinkering with the town's communications equipment then. Feels kind of weird to have a day off. I guess I could kill time by hanging out with the others. It wouldn't hurt to go out to the valley and get some light exercise in either. Received bonding points. Bonding points. On days off, you can view bonding events with Reen's classmates and other support members. These events require bonding points. Viewing a character's bonding event raises the link level between Reen and that character. On your rest days, you can use bonding points to participate, blah 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 blah. Viewing bonding events allows you to gain link experience with that character. Okay. To advance the story, inspect the door to Reen's room and select rest. Occasionally, there will be key events which must be viewed before proceeding. Alright, oh, 5. That's a generous amount. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can hang out with everyone? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's very generous of them. Oh, wait. Is it because I have the cheat code? Or that crap I got in the beginning? Oh, that's probably it, huh? I don't know. I'm happy about it. Don't judge me. Alright, I'm here trying to interact with things. This isn't Skies. Damn it. Good thing we can't interact with stuff, or then we'd be clicking all over the place and the game would be twice as long, I think. Lord Tio is sleeping peacefully today. I can only hope that he wakes up soon. I'll come back and check in on him again in the near future. Lady Schwarzer, please get some rest. If you're concerned about no one being there to watch him, I'd be more than happy to take up that task. I appreciate the concern, but really I'm fine. If I can, I'd like to stay with him for a little longer. Mom, there she is. His condition has thankfully stabilized. Father Bernard is coming to visit him every day too, so I'm sure things will be just fine. You intend to go looking for more of your classmates tomorrow, right? Make sure to use today to rest then. I will, don't worry. I'm sorry that I can't do more for all of you, but I can still handle everyone's dinner tonight at the very least. Try and make the most of today to rest, won't you? His color is looking much better compared to before. That'll be fine. All I can do is believe in him and wait. Okay, so let's go down the stairs. Is anyone down there? Yes! A bonding event. Fee! Breakfast was really good today. Your mom's a talented cook. I'm a little jealous, honestly. I wish I could do that. Huh. Never expected Fee would be interested in cooking. I'm not great, but maybe I could help her out. Well, it's never too late to start. Since we've got the day off, why don't I help you practice? Would you? Thanks. Let's do that. Huh, sure. Let's move over to the kitchen and get started. Bonding time, bonding time. So, what are we making? You've got a lot of different ingredients together, that's for sure. Field rations. We've still got a lot more traveling ahead of us, so I thought it'd be a good idea to prep some. Field rations? Like the ones used by the army? That's actually not a bad idea, Fee. There's no telling what kind of situation we could find ourselves in. So you know how to make them? Yep. I helped make them back in the Corps, and it stuck with me. Came in handy when we were lying low in Keldic too. Sounds like learning really paid off. Alright, I'm ready when you are. Fee then began teaching Reen the best way to make field rations, their difference in experience all too obvious. Eventually, the time to sample their new creations came, and... well, they certainly taste unique, in the sense that they don't really taste much like anything at all. Makes me think of the food we had at Gorelia Fortress. This tastes even worse. You don't eat them for fun though, just to get nutrition in the field. Elliot and Machias didn't have an easy time with them. It was like they had the life drained out of them. You know, I get that they're just to have food to eat in combat situations, but why not try and make them a bit tastier? Why? Well, I'm sure you and Captain Claire are used to eating food like this, but to say the rest of us aren't is an understatement. And besides, if you're going to take the time to make food, wouldn't it be better if everyone could enjoy it? I guess. Keeping morale up is just as important as keeping everyone fed. It'd be a good chance to put the cooking classes at the academy to use too. Yeah, ready to see what we can do? Thus the experiment to make a new kind of ration that tasted reasonably edible began. After scouring the mansion, they threw in one ingredient after another. As one might expect, this also led to one failure after another. In the end, they eventually gave up and asked Reen's mother, who was more than happy to help. Wow, these are pretty good. Yeah, they are. Hooray. Hard to believe adding a few herbs could make this much of a difference. Seems like there's more to cooking than meets the eye. Ha! Agreed. It's not easy, but putting in the effort's worth it in the long run if these rations have anything to say about it. True. I had fun prepping them together with someone too. Unlike in the Corps. Did you say something? Just that it was a good learning experience. Thanks, Reen. Daw. After that, they tried making a few more of their new rations while they still had the recipe fresh in mind. Yay! Those new rations turned out better than expected. I had fun making them too. Maybe we could do that again sometime. I still can't believe I have so many bonding points. I really wonder if it's because I put that extra stuff they gave me in the beginning for putting in a cross save or whatever. Cause I'm all for it. I didn't want to. I'm glad I don't have to miss any bonding events. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I came by to pay Lord Tio a visit and got roped into helping out in the kitchen. Whatever. It was worth it to see your dad's doing better. Not that I expected otherwise. He spends more time hunting than he does at home. It'd take more than this to take him down. Lady Lucia's been watching over him all night. She must be exhausted by now. So if helping around the house can help ease her worries a little, I'm happy to do it. Going back to work can wait. Huh? What are you doing here, Lisa? Don't mind me, Reen. I'm helping out your mother by making some food. It feels like it's been ages since I was last here, though. It makes me so nostalgic. The house is just as I remember it. Ha! Yeah, I guess it hasn't changed all that much, has it? I remember all the times Uncle Tio would play with me when I was a child. Whatever I can do to help him, I'll do it. Okay, let's get out of here. Doggy. Woof. Ha. Looks like he really wants to play with everyone. He's a good doggo. Oh, there's Tova. Phew. I'm sure glad we managed to make it back from Keldic alright. Was it a risky venture? Sure, but we found your classmates and even managed to join up with Captain Claire. So I'd say it's all paid off in spades. I'll second that. Thanks in large part to you too. I never could have done half of that on my own. Ha! All I did is back you up a little. It's kind of what we bracers do. Speaking of, it's time for me to get back to work. Your mom asked me to do something for her. That's not even a joke either. And after that, I've got stuff dealing with the village's defenses. Never a dull moment when you're with me. Man, he does sound swamped. We were supposed to be taking today to rest. I feel like I should probably help him out with whatever Mom asked him to do. Yeah! What did my mom ask you to do anyway? I can help you out with it if you want. I mean, I am her son. Really? That'd be great. She told me she lost her wedding ring during the chaos of the Jaeger attack. This ain't gonna be easy to find, so an extra pair of eyes is very much appreciated. And so Rien and Tova started working together to hunt down the missing ring. As small as Ymir was, searching for a small ring in a place covered in snow was like searching for a white palm on a foggy day. However, they persevered, combing the village from top to bottom and... This is it! This is Mom's wedding ring. How did it end up here? Well, I guess that's that. Taken care of. I'm glad we managed to find it. You can't get much more important than a wedding ring. Ha, no kidding. Thanks for helping me look. Achoo! Oh, the cold's starting to get to you. I'm not surprised. We've been scoping around every rig of the snowy ground for a while now. Want to hit the baths after we hand this back to your mom? Now that's an idea. Hit the baths together? Ring in hand, they returned to the mansion, and after delivering it to Reen's mother, who was overjoyed at its safe return, they walked together to the Phoenix Wings. Sexy time. Little towel time. Ah, nothing like a hot bath after a hard day of work. Really washes all the tiredness away and brings you back to life. It really does. Thanks again for letting me help you out, Tova. You didn't have to do all that. Ha! Shouldn't I be thanking you? And come on, it's all part of the job. Wouldn't have taken a lot longer to find without your help, too. Looks like those field studies of yours paid off after all. Ha! Maybe. At the very least, I know joining the academy has allowed me to do all kinds of things I couldn't have otherwise. Whether finding Mom's ring so quickly was a result of that or not, it's one of the best things I've ever done. Why did you choose to go there anyway? Were you planning on becoming a soldier? That was the plan originally. Back then I felt as though I was a burden to my family. So I wanted to become independent. I thought joining the army would let me do that while making use of my combat skills. Keep in mind that was then. Now I feel like I want to do something else. Something I've decided for myself, rather than feel like I've been pushed into. I still don't know what that is though. Kind of pathetic, huh? Not at all. These things take time. Yeah? You know, there was a time when I used to be all alone. I had no friends, no family, no one to rely on at all. Then one day, by total coincidence, I ran into old Mitch, who started giving me jobs to take care of as an intermediary. Though at that point, I'd lived alone for so long, I kept trying to isolate myself out of sheer stubbornness. Wow. It's kind of hard to imagine seeing you as you are now. Can't assume a person's always been how they are now. People are constantly changing. Still, despite all that, I went on to meet a certain somebody who changed my life forever. And I eventually became a bracer. It's fate, just like me fighting alongside you guys now. You never know what fate's got in store for you. Fate, huh? You've got all your classmates at your side, or you will, anyway. I'm sure it'll all work out just fine for you. Call it a promise from a guy who's walked a tough road to get where he is too. Thanks. I sure hope that's the case. We've all got our hands too full to do any serious thinking right now, but I'll keep thinking it over when I can. See, that was a meaningful conversation. Reed and Toval stayed in the bath for a while longer, enjoying its invigorating warmth before stepping out and leaving the Phoenix Wings. Bow chicka wow wow. Ah, nothing beats a warm soak after a hard job, I'm telling you. Only problem is stepping out of the bath and getting all cold again. Try not to do that. It's the worst. See, now that was a bonding event. Finally, you got to learn some of Toval's past a little bit. Not a lot, but a little hint. It was very nice. I appreciated it. I did feel like a bond occurred. An actual bonding. It was nice. Reen, you won't believe how many rare and unique things we have in our storehouse. And now that this village has some visitors for the first time in ages, it's time to break some of them out. I think that mini xylophone would be just perfect for Elliot. And as for Machias, well, I'm sure I'll think of something. There's bound to be something for everyone in there. Time to do some selling. Let's see, what do you have, lady? Ooh, I think I have these. Did I ever? Chronicle issue 2 and Jelly. Let's see. Books. Yes. Do we have the jelly? Recipe. Where is the recipe? Where is it? Maybe I didn't get it, huh? Let me get it. Just in case. Okay, and of course we're gonna sell this. Trade? What do you have to trade? Oh, me. Nothing. Now let's get that recipe. Yay! Okay, what about over here? Thanks to everyone's help, the repairs to this place are coming along swimmingly. We really can't thank them all enough. Unfortunately, the funicular station won't be fixed for a while longer, meaning I can't get any new stock in. Still, everything will work out. We'll make it work out. We can't throw in the towel just because Lord Teal's still asleep. Some days I'm just amazed by how optimistic my wife is. Huh, I wish I could be a bit more like her in that regard. Shoppity shop. Nothing to buy yet. Okay. See, can we make any of this jelly? Ooh, one. And only Reen. No, let's wait on it. Right. First, I need to turn the main power supply on, then adjust the antenna again. What are you doing, Luke? Well, actually, Captain Claire was giving me the rundown on emergency communications. Stuff about special military channels, just thinking about it making me all jittery. Huh, I don't think it's all that different to train announcements, you know? But this is for the safety of Ymir. I've got to do it right. He's not listening, is he? Oh well. I'm sure it'll work out. I'm gonna keep working at it until I can rattle these things off in my sleep. By the way, congrats on finding some of your classmates. I know there's still some left unaccounted for, though. And everyone's here worried about their loved ones, too. If learning this stuff can help ease their minds, I'm happy to do it. Thanks, Luke. Think nothing of it. Ooh, Claire. Last night, I took the liberty of modifying the station's communications equipment to let the village more easily reach the RMP. In theory, this will allow them to inform us of any incoming danger and in turn allow us to be more thoroughly prepared. Ideally, I'd also like to make note of any possible points of entry into the village. I can't thank you enough, Captain. The people here can rest easy knowing they've got your team watching over them. Heh, No thanks necessary. It wasn't as if I left my RMP duties behind when I decided to accompany you. I believe that it's the best way I can honor His Excellency's legacy too. I wonder if there's anything I can do to help her keep the village safe. Is there anything I can help you with? I want to keep this place safe, so just say the word. Would you mind guiding me to the outskirts of town? There is one concern that I'd like to put to rest if I can. Gladly. Reen guided Captain Claire down the mountain slope to where she wanted to go. Well, here we are. This is the place. This does seem like a safe enough route to go to and from the village. All the more reason it was worth investigating. If it's safe for us to use, then it's safe for would-be intruders to use too. Actually, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of it like that before. Still, now we know. I've already seen to it that the route those Jaegers used is secured, but I'd like to take similar measures here too. Now to mark this area on my map as a potential target for security breach. Something's here. There's so many of them. They must have surrounded us while we were busy talking. Which means this location also has plenty of blind spots. Ugh, taking on this many at once isn't going to be easy. We should try and find an opening too. No, there's no need for that. Let me take care of this. It won't take but a moment. Against all of these things?
Suppressing targets. Mirror devices activated. Orbital laser fire.
Whoa. Like I said, a moment. Still, not only is this an easy route for invaders to navigate, it doubles as excellent camouflage along the way. I'll have to put plenty of thought into how to best secure this route. That was incredible, Captain. Not only did you take on those monsters alone, you took them all down in one fell swoop. I could still hardly believe it. Not at all. It was nothing special, really. I'm only estimating the point of impact for the mirror devices based on their positions, reflecting speeds and trajectories. Performing complex calculations like that on the fly sounds pretty incredible to me. To say nothing of the fact that you're doing it in the midst of a tense combat situation. You know, I think I underestimated just how much you're really capable of. Now I know how you came to be known as the Icy Maiden in the first place. I admit, it's a little embarrassing to be praised quite so much. His Excellency was the one that gave me that name, actually. I just wish I could have repaid him for all that he did for me. He was the one who gave me a sense of belonging when I had nowhere to go. He gave me a place to use my abilities, but... My apologies, I shouldn't be saying any of this to you. I may have been unable to repay him while he was still alive, but I will do all I can to repay him in what ways I have left. You can count on us on that front too. We're not just gonna sit back and force everything on you. We want to be there for you when you need it every step of the way. That's sweet. Thank you, Reen. Once they returned to Ymir, Reen helped Captain Claire improve the village's security arrangements. Thanks, Reen. Your assistance has made the village safer than ever. If anything else comes up, though, I'll be sure to ask you again. The overkill, by the way. Her special just for those little lame monsters. Nuh-uh. You can't make them without any. There's gotta be some way we can get one. Oh, I know. We could go and have a look at the mountain path. Hey now, the mountain path is no place for children to be wandering around alone. Reen, how long have you been there? Not very long. So what are you trying to make? Well, he's trying to make a paper crane. A paper crane? Like what they do in the East? Master Ka-Fai showed me some once. You send them to sick people to pray that they'll get better, right? Yeah, Master Yoon made one for me before when I had a fever, and he used a real big leaf to make it. He said they have the power of nature in them, so I'd get better right away. That's why I thought we could try making one too. But there's no big leaves in Ymir. There's gotta be some way we can get one. I'm sure we could make some for Mr. Bear and he'd get better right away. So they wanted to make one for Dad. What should I do? They're doing all this for my dad. It feels wrong not to pitch in. What if I went and got a big leaf for you? Really? Pretty sure Master Ka-Fai would have used a Fuki leaf for it. And I remember seeing some of those along the valley. I could go take a look if you want. It's too dangerous for you guys, but it's fine if I go. Does that sound okay? Thanks, Reen. I want to make one too. Can you get two, please? Ha! Two it is. Shouldn't be too tough finding a couple of them along the valley, so here's hoping. I want to make a paper crane too, so can you find two leaves, please? Your dad risked his life for me. Maybe I'm just a kid, but even I can fold a paper crane so he can get better soon. Can you please try and find the biggest leaves you can for us? Oh, what a sweet kid. You feel so guilty. It was a big relief to see your classmates were all okay. I'm sure you're worried about the ones you haven't found yet, but if you ask me, they're just fine too. You just have to go out there and find them. And the leaves too. Absolutely. You're all from a military academy after all. I'm sure the rest of your classmates are just fine. Okay. Echo Tavern, let's go have a drink. Oh wait, I can't cause I'm a minor. I went over to see how the Baron's doing today too. I brought him some mushrooms that are supposed to be good for aiding recovery. I hope they help. I just wish he'd wake up. Repairs to the village are coming along well at least. It's just frustrating that we can't fix the Baron in the same way we can the buildings. I was so relieved to find out Dad was alright. The hardest part of our time in Keldic was not knowing, you know? Oh geez, sorry. I really shouldn't be saying this stuff with your dad in the state he is. Don't worry about it. Father Bernard tells me that he's making a steady recovery and that he should wake up before we know it. I hope we'll get to see yours again soon, Elliot. Me too. But he's out there fighting right now, so I've got to do the same. I can't waste my time just sitting around. Now that he's giving me his support, I need to bring this war to an end and finally get on with the life I want to live. Sounds like his dad's parting words are weighing on him pretty heavily. Maybe hanging out would help him relax. What do you say we go outside and get some air? And if there's anything you want to talk about, I'd be happy to lend an ear. Thanks, Reen. There's actually something I'd like to show you. I think we could go somewhere with a view. Okay, I'm ready. Isn't that the violin you always used back at the academy? Yeah, I managed to bring it with me. I know it's probably the last thing I should have been thinking about then, but I couldn't bear to part from it. Ha! That sounds so you. Though naturally, I didn't get any time to play when we were hiding in Keldic. It's been a month, so I'm probably really rusty, but do you mind if I play it for a bit? Go for it, I'd love to hear you play again. Alright then, let's start with something nice and simple. One of the strings snapped. Yep. I shouldn't be surprised. I used it loads back in the wind orchestra. Then there was all that craziness from evacuating the academy, and I couldn't spare the time to maintain it like usual. What's wrong? It's nothing. I just got all nervous all of a sudden. I was wondering whether I'd be able to keep enjoying music like I always have. Elliot? To me, music's more than just a hobby. It's an inseparable part of my life. But I know that I'm in the minority there. To most people, it's just something they enjoy to kill time or whatever. And with Erebonia the way that it is now, I can't help but wonder if people will even need music the way I do in the future. If one day people will see it as being about as useful as this broken string. That's certainly a lot to have on one's mind. But I'm sure it won't come to that. It'll take a lot more than a civil war to make music disappear. As long as people like me, and like you, continue to enjoy it, it'll always live on. You think so? Remember, our concert taught us all about the power of music better than anything else ever could. And besides, a broken string isn't such a big deal. Once it's replaced, you can get right back to playing. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what came over me. As someone who truly loves music, it's my duty to restore Erebonia so everyone can share in my love of it again. Whatever I can do to make that happen, I'll do it. There's the Elliot I know and love. I'm sure all the others want exactly the same thing too. Thanks, Reen. I feel a lot better after talking to you. You mind helping me replace the string? The two of them worked together to replace the broken violin string. Afterwards, Elliot played for Reen again, the music coming from his violin as beautiful as ever. Thanks for helping me out with the string, Reen. And for the pep talk, too. I don't know what came over me, but I'm fine now. My love for music won't disappear that easy. There you go, my boy. Okay, got one bonding event left, and I think that's Makia's. Where is he though? Oh, he's over there. Let's see what's going on in the chapel. You'll be pleased to know your father's recovery is coming along nicely. I'm almost surprised at how quickly he's recovering, if anything. He has quite the constitution. He still needs plenty of rest, however, as do you. If you've been borrowing the power of the Divine Night again, you must be exhausted. Take this chance to relax. I will, thank you, Father. Celine says that you are connected in some way to that Divine Night, meaning you're likely to grow tired without even realizing it. Make sure to take every chance to rest that you can. Yes, Father. Padre. Fancy meeting you here, Machias. What are you up to? Not much, just trying to help out around here. Those Jaegers really did a number on this place, and since they put us up earlier in the year, I wanted to pay them back. That's really generous of you. Don't overwork yourself, okay? I won't. I know how important rest is to productivity, so I'm not going to jeopardize that. Once I finish up here, I'm going to unwind with some long overdue studying. You are the only person who'd consider studying a form of rest. As grisly a fate as studying sounds, that might not actually be a bad idea. Mind if I join you? If I help you finish up here, then maybe they'll let us use the restaurant to study together. Can't think of a downside. Then let's do this, shall we? By pooling their efforts, Machias and Reen finished up the Phoenix Wings in record time. And once they gathered up their study materials, they grabbed the table inside and got straight to studying. I can't think of anyone else who would consider studying a break. You're one of a kind, Machias. Well, as easy it is to forget at times like these, we are technically students. I hope you aren't planning on deriding me as a bookworm like Eustace does. Ha! I wouldn't dream of it. If anything, I agree with you. It's been over a month since we were last at the academy. And I spent most of that time asleep in the mountains. I haven't had the chance to study at all. We didn't have any opportunities to study while we were lying low in Celtic either, so don't feel bad. But now that we have a chance, I think we should. We can't let the students back at Thor's get ahead of us. If they're even bothering to hold classes like usual, that is. Still, getting together like this makes me think of when we were all studying for midterms. At the time, I was so focused on cramming whatever I could get into my head, I didn't even notice. But looking back, it was kind of fun doing all that together. I was thinking something like that too, actually. Funny how that works. And memories like that are all the more reason why we need to dedicate ourselves to taking it back from the Alliance. I'm sure I speak for both of us when I say I don't just want to look back on those days, I want to experience them again. Agreed. We've still got plenty of time left to be students, but I don't want to waste another minute. Huh, what are you two up to? Hi guys. Wait, are you two studying? Now? You guys are so weird. As I so eloquently expressed to Reen earlier, now is the best time to study. And you two are welcome to join if you'd like. Cracking open a book will do you some good. I'd rather book it instead. Don't even think about taking one more step, Fee. Well, I suppose I could join in for a while. Welcome to the team. Take a seat here. With 2 new participants secured, their study session began, and together they quietly worked their way through one subject after another, each of them dutifully explained by a very enthused Machias. Well, that proved to be a rewarding use of my time. Thanks for joining me, Reen. With a little luck and a whole lot of effort, we'll be studying like that back at Thor's before you know it. I remember all of your classmates from when they were last here. It feels like a long time ago since you were all together, blissfully chattering away about what you to do for your festival. I couldn't have imagined back then just what the future would have been in store for us. One day, I dream of being able to serve all of you food like that again. You must be worried about them now that you've all ended up separated. One day, once you're all back together, blah 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 blah. You know, as far as the studying thing goes, I think Emma would have loved to study with Machias. By tomorrow, Valimar should have enough mana to use the spirit path again, which means we'll be able to get out of here and on our way somewhere else. Yeah, we'll just have to choose wisely. I mean, we'll need to get all of Class 7 back together eventually, but we have to spend Valimar's mana very carefully. You can say that again. Still, as long as you're already thinking about it, you'll probably be fine. You and Valimar held your own at Corellia, so I don't think we have to worry about how well you work together. Besides, you're lucky enough to have me watching over you until we find Emma. This should be smooth sailing. I have to say, it's hard not to worry about whatever Vita's up to. She knows where we are now, even if it is protected. That's bad news. At least it doesn't seem like she's told the Noble Alliance yet, but we'll have to be ready for when she does. The village has become so much livelier since your classmates arrived. I hear they've been living in Celtic all this time, trying to avoid being noticed. That must have been a tiring experience. That's all the more reason to strive to make their stay as pleasant as possible, and I couldn't be more pleased to do so. You've chosen to spend today unwinding, haven't you? Why not take the opportunity to go and talk to your classmates and spend time with them then? Okay, kick me out, why don't you? It's hard to believe Captain Claire is an officer in the military. She certainly doesn't look like one. She's so sweet and pretty, and I'd always pictured them a bit scarier. That said, she does have the air of one who carries a great burden, so I suppose it's not that difficult to believe. I'll do what I can as a maid to ensure she has a relaxing stay as possible. Moving on to people who have a much smaller sense of responsibility, Maple really is late. She went to pay a visit to Lord Swarzer, but she really should have been back by now. What could she possibly be doing? She really doesn't understand how maids are supposed to act and behave. And I believe that's it. We still gotta go to the valley and get that, we should go get the others. Well, yes, of course. We gotta, wait, can I use Claire? Oh my god, there she is! Wow, it feels so weird having her. That's all she gets. I would like to use her though. Who has the most? Elliot and Machias, of course. And tactics. Damn, everybody's all apart. There you go. What about ordnance? What does she have? We'll give her a frost edge. And HP. Hit. What else should we give her? Seal. Pressed R. What else? Counter drive. Let's give her passion, action, and attack. Of course. Passion, attack, and action will take off this one, action. Okay, let's go.
Let's move.
Onward.
This spot looks perfect.
Ooh, we can fish.
Not what I had in mind.
Probably not gonna get anything new, am I? Probably not. Nope. The same too. Crayfish and Kiseki. Or not. Don't know where this guy shut me up.
Not bad.
Gray crab. Come to me, gray crab.
Not bad.
One more, what's it gonna be? I say crayfish. Oh, proven wrong again.
Not bad.
Fighter. Okay, let's go. What are we looking for? Oh, that's not far at all. Those new enemies? Is this monkey always here? I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's get him.
My turn.
Definitely new, apparently.
Eliminating Got it.
Gotcha.
It's over.
I'm up.
Analyze these.
Let's move. Now's our chance.
An opening! Onward.
My turn.
Sure thing.
My turn. Now's our chance.
An opening! Excellently handled, Reen.
Just following your lead.
Okay, let's see. Did we ever get to analyze those guys? They're running away.
Let's get him.
Poor little things.
Okay.
But I don't know if we've analyzed them before. So, just in case.
Gotcha. I'm up.
Let's move.
There you go.
Ha! Here's our chance!
Got you.
Oop. Boxes. Can't leave those unchecked. Okay, so see if this lady has anything for us. Not really. Okay.
There!
Advantage is ours.
Have we analyzed
Let's finish
these?
'em. My turn.
Seems we have. So you will
Eliminate.
all die.
Ready to go.
Here I go.
Understood. Ha! Good work, everyone.
Here we go. This seems like a high quality Fuki leaf. Alright, I just need one more. There aren't any more here, but I'm bound to run into one if I keep the search elsewhere. Oh, okay. No problemo. Should be one up ahead. Okay, let's see. Did we ever analyze them?
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
I'll handle it. Eliminate.
I'm up.
Nope.
Let's move.
I think we're getting them now.
Onward. There!
Okay.
Ready to go. Now,
You're open.
down you go. Now that was cool.
Yay.
There!
Have we ever analyzed these guys too?
My turn. Eliminate. Now.
Gotcha. Ready to go.
turn.
Apparently not. Well,
Okay, it's safe for now.
there goes that. Didn't know they were that weak. Let's hope there's another one up ahead. This looks like a red Fuki. Ha! Wasn't expecting to find one of these. They're really rare. Alright. These should be perfect for Kiki and Alf. Perfect. Wait, but I need one of those light thingies. Nope, not you. Oh, they're not respawning. Come on. Respawn, damn you. Maybe you have to refight this guy.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
I'll handle it. Eliminate. Targets
That was
eliminated.
fast. Come on, be there, be there, be there. Really? They always used to freaking come out so fast, and now they're not. That's... Oh! There it is.
Seize the moment.
I'll handle it.
Ready to go.
Not risking it this time.
Let's move.
Onward.
My turn. Eliminate.
There you go.
Hostiles neutralized.
And now we can go back without regrets. Reen, did you find the leaves? I sure did. Yay! These look just like the leaf Master Yoon used. There's a red one too. This one's so rare and pretty, I bet he'll get better even faster. Yeah. Okay, let's go make these so we can give them to Mr. Baron. Thank you, Reen. Thanks. This is something from us. Later, Reen. Thanks again for your help. Ha! It's great to see them in such high spirits. With so many people worried about him, Dad's going to have to hurry up and get better soon. Awesome! Okay, all that's left to do is get on out of here, but... Oh! Oh! If it isn't Reen, taking the day off? Hi there, Gerald. And yeah, we're just getting some R&R before we head out again tomorrow. Is that so? Well, it's nice to see you kids made it back to us. Take all the time you need before you go out there and knock them dead, okay? Thanks, we will. Incidentally, what were you doing over on the mountain path? Oh, I was just having a look at the slope. It's covered in more snow than ever, perfect for snowboarding. Oh yeah, totally slipped my mind. I guess the courses are still up and running? Sure are, you kids did some solid work building them. And if you need to take your mind off of things, they're always open. Might even have a prize or two in store if you manage to clear them. Now I'm curious. Thanks for the heads up. You can now snowboard from Ymir's southeast gateway. Completing the available courses within the given time frames while obtaining a set number of flags will net a variety of prizes. More courses will become available as the story advances. Practice your hardest. Collect a specified number of flags while reaching the goal within the targeted time. Finish the course with a required number of flags, blah blah blah, jump, crashing, okay. Cool! Snowboarding, kids. Anyways, I think this is where I will end today's episode. A little longer than usual, sorry about that. But man, it was nice bonding with everyone. It feels awesome not having to miss out on anyone's bond, so I'm glad I did the whole bonding points thing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give the video a like. If you liked it, comment what you liked about it. If you liked it, share it with someone else who might like it too. And as always, subscribe so you can check out the next episode of this awesome series. Until then, you take care and Janet.